Hello. How are you? Hello out there. How are you guys doing? Okay, I'm trying to still set up. I'm new to this and I try to stay true to this, but it's a learning experience. So I'm going live on YouTube instead of StreamYard. So hopefully the sound works. Hopefully you're able to hear me well. And it's not too loud. Let me turn it down. Okay. Let me do my intro. Hi, everyone. This is your girl T.U.O, the undesirable one. I'm bringing you the reality check. Today, we're going to be talking about. I tell you, every time I say I think about Taylor from uh, Southern Charm, and I'm like, that is so unsouthern. But, anyways, today we're going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac, Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta, and the Braxton. Now, I just caught up on some of the episodes. I didn't really watch the seasons of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Hold on a second. Let me turn my camera on. Let me see if I can do that. Oh, I guess once it's on, it's on. Let me see. Once again, backstage. Oh, this is so weird. It's like, how come I can't turn my camera on if I want to? Uh. Well, if I knew that, I would have had my camera ready, but it's not like StreamYard. But, anyways, I guess it was in God's plan for me not to be on camera. So I'm not going to hold you guys up. I was going to show you guys my little orange juice that I made today. Y'all know who Jordan the Stallion is. He be showing the juicer. I had bought one of those real quick because I was like, you know what? I'm tired of the preservatives, and I don't know what's in the drinks. I'm nervous. Um, it may be poisoning. I do believe the government is trying to poison us. So I think it's important that shout out to Jordan. That we start trying to figure out how to farm, how to like how you say produce products, or you know I don't know the correct terms for it, but like food products, clothing, and so forth for one another, so we can be in control of our intakes because we're being forced to poison ourselves at this point. So if we can just get on one accord with that and be reasonable, like I understand there are penalties, there are repercussions for, you know, excluding the government basically. But that's another story. We're not here to talk about that. I've already wasted 10 minutes of your time, and I just thank you for your patience. So, what I do want to talk about though is um the Braxtons first. Let's just get them out the way because I've been wanting to discuss that. I've seen a lot of reviews about it, um, about how Tamar is being vindicated and that she's the victim, and that we starting to see Tawanda's true colors. Tony's messy and Trina just looking like a deer in headlights, oblivious to the situation, but she really know what's going on, whatever the case may be, right? And I'm just like, wait a minute. This is the same old stuff, right? This is the same situation where Tamar is playing victim, but in reality, well, he just walked right in the street, didn't even care. Um, playing victim, but in reality, she's a problem. She's problematic to me. You feel me? So, um, one of the things, because I know we're like on the fourth episode. I believe we're on the fourth episode. Let me think. So they open it up to the ladies having the dinner. They all meeting up, and Tamar start going in talking about, you guys served me with a deceased, a cease and deceased. And I was like, I was so confused. I'm like, I'm in the legal field. You feel me? So I'm like, what is that again? And it wasn't until Trina said a cease and desist. And I was like, oh, she but okay, so they kept teasing us for several episodes on the big explode of the explosive arguments between the sisters, right? Now, because it's on my mind now, I want to point out something. I will be jumping around. I'm my mind is not organized. I did not write nothing down. I do apologize. But the first thing that come to mind is, where is Michael Jr.? Where is he at? Because the mama was in a hospital. And I'm gonna touch on that too. The mama was in the hospital, and all the girls just stopped everything. They dropped everything and go see about their mama. But we didn't see Michael at all. That's kind of odd to me. Now, granted, he may came, some other time before the cameras was there. He didn't agree to participate on the show this season, whatever the case may be. But I was just looking, I was side eyeing the situation, like, where the hell is Michael at though? You know, is Michael more important than Tony? Because she stopped the whole, but I feel like Tony will make any excuse to stop her plans. But anyway, so I do feel like Mama E felt like I was gonna say Teddy Ruski. What's that little boy name? I forgot his name. She felt like Tamar's son was more responsible than all the girls put together. Can you believe that? She really told Herbert that she had heart surgery and didn't tell none of her daughters. She said the only person that could be in her business is her grandbaby. I don't even think she told any of her other grandkids. You know how crazy that is? But anyways, Lord Jesus. And they gonna sit up there and say, maybe you want to tell us instead of a kid next time. Nah, I did the right thing. Cause y'all wasn't gonna stress my brain out. You see how he never said nothing until the day before? That's what Mama E be wanting, I guess. But anyways, um, so Tawanda is having this bachelorette party, excuse me, and she invites all the girls. She I'd be having the words, but then it'd be leaving me. But anyways, she bestowed on everyone to be the matron of honor. I don't know what any of this stuff means. Okay, I'm not a wife. Okay, I just look. I intend on having a small party. I don't intend on having any lavish party. But anyways, so she's saying like all you guys could help and participate in take on some of the responsibility in putting the wedding together, because she's come through for everyone and whatever they needed. And she just expected, and let me tell you something, that word expected has been the word of the year for me. But her expectations was on the same level as herself. And we tend to do that. We tend to expect things from people when it's not done for us. You know what I mean? Like, people would never do what we do, but we expect it, whatever the case may be, whatever. But yeah. So um so she ended up getting into a accident. She got hit by a car. And I think she said she flew into the air and hit her face on the concrete. Some people never walk away from that. And my heart just broke to see her in the hospital, and she was putting on a brave face like, yeah, I'm good. I'm all right. Yeah. I was like, girl, sit down. I was with Tony when she was like, sit down, girl, recover. Like, come on, it's not that serious. And my thing is, it's several things, right? It's several things. And I hope people are not thinking, oh, she got what she deserved or whatever. But my thing is, um, she had an agreement to do her own spinoff. And she wanted to make sure she uh, followed through with her commitment, right? For several reasons, I could care less what the reasons are, but the whole point of it is she wanted to follow through uh, on her commitment, and she wasn't about to let a veneer that fell out stop her, a broken arm stop her, a bruise on her face stop her. It was like, this is the real and raw Tawanda. This is not putting on. This is not for the cameras. This is real, right? Unlike some people in the family who be putting on, right? I could think of several people. I think of several people right now as I'm thinking. My brain is moving faster than my mouth. I'm sorry. I think about Tamar, how this whole setup, even with the whole thing with Tamar and Funky Dineva coming out, how she set up things, and then you can see, I was about to call him Tamar. You can see Funky Dineva really not into it. Like, what is going on here? I'm not even in the mood. And then something spilled over like to the next day and the next day for days, for like a whole week. Um, Funky Dineva was being dragged, right? And it's just like she set up situations for camera time. I'm gonna give Tamar some grace. That's my drink. But I'm gonna give Tamar some grace, okay? And I'm gonna come back to that. But also Tony, because Tony, she put on this persona that, oh, she was a good girl. She was, soft spoken. She walks away from arguments. She's above everything. That's what it was given. She's above it all. And this season, it just seemed like, oh, she'll cuss you out, she'll jump in your face, she'll beat your, okay, she'll beat you down, okay. So it's just giving a whole different person. Um, Now it's coming back to me. The whole Tamar and her niece situation, who looks just like Tawanda, which is crazy. Um, her sister passed away, and she felt like nobody was there to support her. I believe there was more to the story than what was portrayed on the show. Yeah, but I'm not gonna go watch it on Tamar's podcast. I don't feel like it. I'm not that invested. And the crazy part is, to me, is that Tamar got the cease and desist before her. That's what appears. She got the cease and desist before they did the interview, and she proceeded to do the interview, and it wasn't like she was sued or anything. And the other thing that's kind of baffling to me or odd to me is that everybody's acting like I don't know who, it's our family attorney, but we didn't, I don't know what, who, oh man, oh my god. It's like, no, but somebody had to order them to take action. They just don't do what they want. I mean, I won't say all attorneys don't do that. But somebody has to be summoned to do something. But she had her niece on. She told her truth, whatever that truth was. But what I noticed a pattern from Tamar was she had almost all her family on there on her podcast. She had Trina on there to tell her truth. She had Mama E on there to tell her truth, whatever it was, whatever the topic was. She had everybody on her podcast. So it wasn't like a scheme that Todd came to us with the BS. It was like an open invitation for everyone. So if anybody had a problem, they could have came onto the podcast and said they part, or they could have sat down with Iyala, Iyala. Excuse me, I'm sorry, Miss Iyala, but they could have came on with Iyala, and had a family sit down. But if they chose not to, then it's just like constantly talking about each other behind each other's back, and then when you in each other's faces at the family functions and stuff and meetups and stuff, and doing that hi, all that face, oh girl, please, I couldn't do it better than me. Let me say something too. No, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just say Tawanda chose a good day to get married. I'll say that. Anyways, so they get served Tamar with a cease and desist. And Tamar's like, you tried to shut down my business. I don't see how they tried to shut down your business if you went forward with the business after receiving a cease and desist. The whole point of that is to tell you to stop doing something before legal actions are taken against you, and you run the risk of proceeding or seizing the act. Now, I haven't heard anything. Have you guys heard anything that Tamar's being sued? I haven't. So she doing this whole blow up thing, allegations towards people. Oh, you trying to stop my business? No, nobody really cares like that. And I do believe that the family is trying to put on a certain image that's really faulty. But that's besides the point. And it makes me think about the interview that Tamar had with Madison, T.S. Madison, and it was like, first of all, I don't believe the co-host said anything salacious towards her. I think he was just giving his opinion, but to be like, he's not a real fan of us. So what? It's like you're and it's that's what it's giving for her team, is that she looking for yes men around her to kiss her behind and do whatever she say. And that's not reality. That's not how reality works. This is not no yes man situation. This is my view. I'm the third person looking on the outside looking in. You can either take it or leave it. I could care less, but I'm not about to sit up here and kiss your behind though. And so she like, oh, you're not kissing my behind. So I want you like to be scrutinized by my fans or something. Like, no, girl, I don't even care. And I low key feel like he's right. He's correct on what he's saying. Like, you guys are stirring up drama over nothing. A damn letter? You doing all that for a letter, Tamar? For real? Nobody cares, to be honest. But anyways, Um, Tawana still goes on her trip, and while they're on the trip, Trina finds out that her husband had heart failure. I was with the husband when he said, "Why are you gonna come back?" Like, and then he turned around and said, "I didn't tell you intentionally because I didn't want you to not go." I'm in between. I feel like he want to be on camera, and he don't care to be on camera. And I enjoy seeing her husband on camera because he had me cracking up when he was like, "I'm not playing about my pie. No, this is where I draw the line." I was like, "Is it expensive pie? What kind of pie is that? I think I might want to go ahead and get me some pie." How you order that? Okay, first class. Can I get a discount on that though? But the man don't play about his pie. But I was with him when he was like, "For what? What are you coming back for?" I'm. But you want that moral support. You want that person to still push and be like, "Nah, I'm coming to my man. My man, my man, my man." And I could respect Trina for doing that. So she flies back home and meets her man, and they discuss his heart failure and what he needs to do. He got 90 days, I believe, to turn everything around and lose weight. I tell you something, you can do it, but it's also difficult. It's very difficult to do. I don't like my baby daddy, my son's father. I try not to use that. I don't like my child's father. But let me tell you one thing. I keep this in my mind what he told me. It's easy to pack on that weight, but it's hard to get rid of it. And I never forget. I be sitting there eating my candy and my food. I'm like, sure, it feel good in this street. It feel good in this mode. But when you go to that gym and you do a leg crunch, a squat, something, child, please. I be like, you know what? I'm tired. I don't want to do this. I'd rather eat, but when you committed to yourself and you want to live, that's why I was on that extreme, that extreme with Phil. Oh, he was like, "You want to live, you gotta live." I was like, "You right." But anyways, I hope that Vaughn, that's his name. I hope Vaughn pulls through, that he's changed. It only takes 30 days to make a change, and to be consistent, you have to really be determined in something. And it's really not about your intake, it's just your moderation. It's about how much you eat. Like, okay, I'm like, I be eating chicken all the time. I don't even really eat because I think my stomach cannot digest beef like that. And so I don't even really eat beef like that. But it's still like it really messes with my body when I eat chicken a lot. So I even have to worry about my intake with that as well. Um mm, 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 mm. Fresh squeezed juice tastes so good. It's something different. It tastes different. And I put I forgot that other form of orange juice in the family. I forgot what it's called. I can't think right now. But yeah. I was excited to see Vaughn. He don't even look like he 300 pounds because he's so tall. And I'm like, shoot, for somebody that look like he 300 pounds, he sure do look good. Okay, put a like if you agree. Okay, subscribe if you don't. It's okay, boo. Um, so yeah. I'm trying to think, was there something else that I wanted to touch on? It was really something I wanted to touch on with Tamar. Uh and it's weird because we just seen, I don't know if y'all seen it on Instagram. Tamar was with Birdman after the verses or whatever, and they called Tony, and she. First of all, I didn't know that Tony and Birdman was still together. It's not that it's my business or anything, but I didn't know. I thought the last thing I heard they were broken up. And then she like, bruh, did good, that nigga did. And I'm just like, wasn't y'all about to fight? I'm confused. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's where it gives set up. That's what the host was saying. It gives set up, but I digress. Okay. Before I move on, because I want to make sure. Oh, that's what I want to get on Tamar about. Girl, who told you that you was ugly? Who told Tamar that she was ugly? Was it one of her exes? Was it Vince? Did Vince say that you was ugly, girl? Who told you? Because I don't know if y'all remember, like I remember when Tamar was doing her tour before, when she was with Vince, and she would, I got that sugar, that sugar. I couldn't remember the lyrics like that, but when she used to do that, I don't. Did she have a booty lift or something? Her butt was just fine. Her booty was just fine. Some people don't like ass like that. God made you the way you are for a reason. Okay? And you need to embrace that body in that face of yours, please. Like I when she had her camera down when she sent the message to Tawanda, like saying thank you, I'm so honored to be a maid of honor and all this stuff. I was like, girl, please pull the camera up. Your face is really bloated and it's just not appealing at all. To me, that's just me. It ain't my face, you know. Just a viewer. I'm just a viewer, you know. It's just not appealing, and I really am uh sympathetic for her. Like, why? And then she playing games with the doctors that's supposed to be doing her booty lift. And she over there, she set up the appointment, goes there for the evaluation, getting prepped to do the butt lift, and then she runs out talking about go, get ready to lift. All that. No, and then you want us to believe that you ain't full of it, like you doing stuff like that on people's time. That's a problem. That's a serious problem. I'm really concerned for Tamar. She said she healed, but I'm just like, healed where? Is healed in the room with us? Where is he at? Because I don't see him. I don't see him. Uh-uh. You about to get healed in the hospital. You keep on playing with people. That's just true tea right there. When she did, I was like, girl, I know. And low key, I was like, thank God, because you don't need it. I really was like, you don't need it. Girl, do some squats. 'Cause the crazy thing is for me, it's two people that's like that. And I'm gonna get on the other person when we talk about it. But it's two people that's like this. Y'all get your titties done and y'all get your booty done. But then your neck still got fat in it. You still got back fat. You're not look it don't look good all together. It's like 1 + 1 is equaling 5. You're built like a 5. Like, it's crazy how y'all looking out here. It is crazy how y'all looking out here. And it just takes 30 minutes. 3 times a day, 2 at best. Samuel, 2 at best. It ain't gonna kill you to lift some weight. Y'all be too busy trying to be cute all the time. Bitch, fuck being cute. Try to be healthy. I could have sworn Tamar didn't even like eating meat no more. She was a pescatarian. She would only eat fish and all this stuff. Like, girl, I'm over it. Okay. And it's her, it's Tamar and Erica Banks. Like, I like Erica Banks before she even got on Love and Hip Hop. And I'm like, girl, what is that? It's just like The girl, I forgot what her name was, the light-skinned girl that had the baby and they claimed she got put out her house because she was cheating or whatever. She had the biggest butt on the show, and I guess Erica wanted to top her because the camera just stay on Erica, but it just don't look good. But let's just get into Love and Hip Hop because I spent about 35 minutes on the Braxton, and that's the main thing I just wanted to say was, damn, Tamar, did somebody tell you that you was unattractive, that you had to do this? Oh, I'm sorry. Then when you had a shooting, a camera shooting, you got a real buck with your team and stuff. Like, oh, how come nobody sent me this? But girl, you knew you had the photo shoot. You knew you had the photo shoot. So why didn't you request for it before even going there so that you can make any changes? Like, you don't know your schedule? I get we got things to do, but you don't know your schedule? And and then I'm like, you couldn't do all that. And then they confronted you like, what's up? What's going on? Oh, it's not even on you guys. It's on my like, girl, please keep that same energy. Talking about, oh, you trying to, and then you don't be realizing people can hear you outside the doors. You be so freaking loud that people can hear you on the other side of the door. It's crazy. And so that's why they came in. If you didn't realize that, because they heard you, Tamar. They heard you, boo boo. And it's sad. It's sad. They better than me. They better than me. Oh, I think another thing is oh, I got uninvited. No, now look, OG, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. It's kind of confusing because Tamar, you said y'all got y'all tickets. You, the guy, your team guy, whatever, whoever he is, said he not going. And I feel like you wanted somebody to back you up so that you could start some stuff like Tawanda said. You was gonna try to confront her about something, to cease and desist, I guess. And it wasn't the right time. It's like timing is everything. And if you're not gonna go there in a genuine space, then just don't go. But you made all the excuses in the world. You had already made up in your mind that you were not going. And then you tried to put it on OG and say, oh, well, OG told me that you didn't want me to go. No, you was already saying you wasn't going to go. And I think you failed to realize we was going to see both of that. And Tawanda clocked it. You wasn't about to ruin her stuff. Whether you wanted to come or not, you were not going to ruin it. And so I'm not on Tamar's side fully. I'm really not. I'm on her side when it comes to her podcast. Like, well, that's ridiculous because everybody was on the podcast. So how come nobody else? How come she didn't receive a cease and desist when Trina was on there talking? Um, then you confront everybody. It's how you know when you guys met up, the episode 4, when you guys met up. Finally, they showing that scene. Your energy is off-putting. It's very hostile. Um, Tony said, "You been celibate for a year." She ain't been celibate for a year. You see her trying to talk about my vagina. I ain't gonna argue with nobody about my vagina. You could have just been like, "Well, girl, if you want to believe it, then believe it. That's on you." You right, girl. It ain't been a year. Like, why do you feel the need to prove anything to any EP, anybody? I was gonna say, I'm gonna keep it cute and keep it tight, okay? Why you feel the need to prove anything to anybody? If she want to believe that you ain't been celibate for a year, so what? But my whole thing is, why you pressing the issue? It shows that you have something to prove, that you really have not been, that you've been out here busting it wide open, especially since you and Mendici been together, unless that's a stunt too. But you came with your bad energy, and then you just tried to get to the point. Oh, oh, how's the planet been doing? Isn't that the responsibility of the matron of honor? Yeah, it is your responsibility. Oh, I was what did you say? I was relieved of my duties. Girl, who said that? Because only one person's in control of that. That's the bride. So who told you that you couldn't do nothing? My whole thing too is with her, with Tamar and Tony talking about, well, yeah, where your maid of honor at? Girl, you talk about some how you gonna have everybody be in our place? You ain't did nothing. Everything in your life is above Tawanda right now. Your tour above Tawanda. You gotta do a show or something above Tawanda. You gotta do a signing above Tawanda. You gotta meet with your manager above Tawanda. It's like, girl, so it's really given. Tawanda is trying to prove a point that you guys are never there for her. You guys are never supportive of her. That she's always supportive of you guys. I wonder why my goddamn remote is not charging. That she's always there for you guys and that you guys are not there for her. That's what it's given. And she ain't gonna do all that screaming and hollering no more. She's just like, girl, y'all see it, right? Y'all see it, right? It ain't me. And I see it. I see it. I'm low key on Tawanda's side when it comes to that. Um, but oh yeah, you relieve me of my services. Who told you that? Oh no. You said you didn't want to shoot us. It's because y'all hit me with the cease and desist. That's the only thing that Tamar wanted to talk about. She fast forwarded to what she wanted to talk about, the cease and desist, because nobody, quote unquote, nobody was answering her calls or her text about who did it. And it was like, why does it matter? You moved on with the interview anyways. It didn't work. So why does it matter? And so everything just turns left from there. And even the producer was trying to stop it. Like, we don't need to get into that right now. It probably wasn't even them. It probably is given the producers, it's given the people behind the scenes sent the cease and desist against you. Like, nah, we ain't about to do that because you messing up our money by putting out bad press against your own family when you have a show. It's like you trying to self-sabotage or something. Like, what's wrong? What's going on? I don't know. That's just my assumption. It's just so many things that could be going on. Like, we don't know for sure though. So why lash out though? You got people being poked in the eye, getting cussed out. It was unnecessary. But anyways, loving hip hop. I haven't watched the whole season. I think I watched a few episodes and then I turned it off. Matter of fact, I think I watched up to 8 episodes because I was watching Love in Huntsville, Love and Marriage in Huntsville. And then that crap just disappeared and I was pissed off. I was like, hold on now. Where they go? They better come back too. Work out the contract, figure it out. But don't play with my emotions. But anyway, so I skipped. I'm really not invested with Love and Hip Hop. It's really ghetto. It's really ratchet. It's just no type of substance, right? Like they just all of a sudden went to Puerto Rico for who? I don't even know who this person is that hired Scrappy to sing the same old song. I'm like, he has no other songs. I'm tired of hearing it. I never liked it when it came out, and I still don't like it. I like the song with Nuck if you buck, you know. And I didn't even know he was in that song. Mm. So I fast forward a little too much ahead. I had to go back and watch something, but it came out that I guess when DC and Yandy are on a break or something. Something. He said he don't know what's going on. Yandy owe him some answers or whatever. I want Yandy, M, and DC to break up. I'm tired. You guys don't like each other, and it's okay to be friends. It is okay. Like, we need to be able, somebody has to show the community how to dissolve relationships healthy. And I think because you guys don't have the same image as Kirk and Rashida, that you guys could have transitioned this relationship um in a healthy manner, right? You guys could have done it the right way, but instead, y'all right up there with Rashida and Kirk. Rashida got bad. Her husband, girl. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Y'all could have definitely. Hold on, I'm looking at a man for a wife beater. But anyways, y'all definitely could have resolved that situation in a I can't think of the word in a I forgot the word, but anyways. So I didn't go to the episode where they had the discussion on what where their relationship is, where it's gonna be, and what they're gonna do. I just was like, let me just hurry up because I just want it to be over with. But he goes to Puerto Rico without Yandy. Yandy somewhere else, Brazil or something, London, and they like she working on the boat in a bikini. Is that what kind of work she do? Because I could have sworn she was a manager. She manages people. Who is on the boat that she needs to manage in a bikini? Do you think we stupid? I mean, I know we a little slow. You know, I'm a little slow sometimes because I don't be caring. You know, things I care about, I research and study and make hard decisions, investments, right? But I don't really care like that. But don't play in my face though. That's where I get pissed off. Like, oh, so you want to talk about mother? Like, you want to play with me? You want to play with me? Don't play with me. I was glad that Carly called him out. So are y'all together? You're not together now. Time and place and everything, but at the same time, ain't nobody else gonna ask. So just give us a definite answer so we can move on. But it was like you dangling a carrot in our face and trying to toy with our emotions when we really just don't even care at this point. If you're not gonna tell us, get off the show. That's really what it is. And I think that's the kind of energy that Zane was giving. Like, if you're not gonna be forthcoming, then get off the show. Because you're taking somebody else's check. We could be splitting your check up pretty much. Right? And so I mean, you could have just did it by saying, we're on a break. We're working things out. And don't ask me nothing else. I've answered your question. Leave it there. And you know, there is a such thing as, you know, having the right to be silenced. Having the right to be silent. You know, but anyways, um Zane was getting on my nerves. Found out he's a cancer. He is cancerous to the group. He's annoying. He's like poking at everybody, but then he will get set on. Like, he will get beat up. So I guess I was gonna call her Selena. Sierra's husband went to Zane and told him that his friend 24's wife was sleeping with or talking to his brother on a different level. And Zayn held that information all the way to Puerto Rico on their anniversary. And it was like, nah, you could have told them before Puerto Rico, before they even went to go celebrate their anniversary, which is crazy work, because then they probably could have, excuse me, saved a couple of checks. But it was giving, I really want to go, and I don't want this nigga not to uninvite me before I get to go on a trip, and then I also lose a check, scene time, and all this stuff, right? It was annoying. And we all see, even though I felt 24's pain, we all can see that this woman don't like you like that, sir. We can all see, like, if he lost a few pounds, because them titties was hanging low. Do they wobble to the floor? Can you throw it over your back? Is it high or is it low? Something. It's just no. I don't know how she sleep with you when her titties is hitting her in the face. I don't know. I don't know how she doing it. She a better woman than I ever be, but she really want her career off the ground. She's committed to her career. And you have to see in between the lines when a person is really not for you. She came when you was in need, but at the same time, was it for your benefit or was it for her benefit? Because she don't know none of these people. She know them through you. When she said, I don't know that girl name. I don't know her from nowhere. I thought she was the girl Bia. I don't know. Anyways, I thought when they said, when she said, I'll take this mic off and they ain't gonna have nothing else to film. I was like, girl, we definitely got more to film. I don't know what you think you offer to this show, but it's not. It's barely. And damn, this is something that's interesting, and we want to know, is it true or not? Because we all know you don't like this person, your husband. That's pretty much it. And I'm upset with producers that didn't track her phone, because usually they track the texts and stuff and the calls or whatever. I don't know. I guess if they give it willingly, they put it up on screen. But anyways, but I was like, girl, you're not really that interesting. You got dragged and roasted by Erica Banks, who also got dragged and beat the hell up by somebody else. But it's just like, girl, you see what level you on, right? Um so I really wasn't that invested in the storyline anyways. Then they go on this whole little thing with Scrappy, this horse ride and stuff. And Scrappy and that girl, I was like, she was like, I wasn't gonna come because I didn't want to run it for everybody, but I just said I'll go. Of course, a free ride. And Scrappy needed somebody to come. I do believe they said whoever works with Scrappy on the production was like, okay, well, since she not gonna come, we're gonna have Mama D come, and she can also drop the bomb. She good for doing our bidding, is what it's giving. And it's just so happened that his girl came. My thing was, girl, aren't you tired already? The crazy part is, for one, somebody warned you. That was God. God sent you somebody to tell you to leave this man alone because he slept with his baby mama while he was talking to you. He wasn't even really that invested. And it's like, how you start something is how it finishes. He ain't true to her. He not gonna be true to you. He not even really true to himself. Do you see this man's titties? He out here about to be looking like 24 in a minute. The nigga's belly, Lord Jesus. He don't never take his grill out. I'm tired of his teeth. I'm tired of Scrappy. Bring back the other Scrappy. I want to see him. I'm pretty sure bring him and Tommy back. I'm pretty sure they could split little Scrappy's check up. Okay, they more interesting than this man. He got so much baby mama drama. We don't want to see that. Like you really looked in the camera and said, "I don't know what she talking about. I don't know what she talking about. I don't. I was not talking to my baby mama. I was not cheating on her. What? Did we not see this man come out the room damn near naked and walk out the house in his robe or her robe while she was patting her coochie like she was Evelyn? Okay, I'm so confused. And she said you was coming here every night, and you never denied it. You just kept looking at the camera like this gonna be on camera. If that girl is still with him, she's delusional. And then she's really delusional because she was like, Mama D was like, I think it's time to have the family come together because you got kids involved. The kids need to be able to know each other and blah, 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 blah. It seems like Mama D is growing up finally, but at the same time, it could just be a line, right? Because she can definitely get all her grandkids and have them together, but that's besides the point. That girl turns around and said, I agree with Mama D. It's time. We should do it. Who is we? Who is we, sweetheart? Because I don't remember you having no kids with this man, and you better hope you don't. Like, why do you want to be a part of the pecking group? Like, why? I'm pretty sure I didn't say that right, but why do you want to be a part of the pecking order? Huh? It's just disgusting. Leave that man where he is. Let him be with one of his baby mamas. Because he got plenty of them. He keeps going back and forth, back and forth, back and through. First it was Erica, right? First baby mama. Then it was second baby mama. And now it's third baby mama whenever he feels like it. Y'all thirsty. I never, but again, it's about camera time. And it ain't even never that serious to be on camera. Moving on. The whole thing was aimed. The one thing was when Mama D finally did tell him, my I get tired of Scrappy trying to buck up on all the little people, okay? But I never I don't think I ever seen him buck up on Kirk. I think he did try to buck up on little young Jock. Let me tell you something, young Jock out here looking good. Keep it up, young Jock. I've been rooting for young Jock for that's the only reason why I watched the show. I'm gonna be real with you, just to see young Jock progress in life, because he went from Uber driving, whatever it was, right, to this now. Like, and I think, just to get back on my point, I think Scrappy did buck up to young Jock when he was at his worst. He was drinking all the time. He was out of shape. Blah blah blah. Have y'all seen young Jock now? The nigga got rolls in the back of his neck and his muscles. Okay. And I don't see Scrappy trying to talk to him no type of way. Okay. I don't see him trying to talk to young, I don't see Scrappy trying to talk to young Jock no type of way. Disrespect for nothing. They just tag teaming another little person, Mendici. So Mendici better get his weight up too, because it seems like they just be looking for people to punk around, and it's just lame. Not so much young Jock, because he was just like, hey, stop saying dick all the time. Like way too much dicks, you know. But definitely Scrappy gives bully mentality. But going back to Zane, it was like, well, 24, when he was told, he was like, bruh, that shit is so out of line. But Scrappy wanted him to say something about his mama so he can have a scene where they having this. And I really wish that 24, but I understand you have to be careful of how, because I don't play that crap about my mama either, but how you address people and they people. So you know, you gotta be like, hey, look, what your mom did was disrespectful, and you need to really um correct her behavior, check her well, you know, you don't want to say check, but you really need to address that issue. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then Scrap was like getting all in his face, like what my mama, with his eyebrows all up, like, yeah, nigga, your mama, she the one that said it, isn't it? And I feel like 24 wasn't backing down. He was like, man, get the fuck out of my face. Oh, I'm trying to be there for you. No, you're trying to get camera time. Oh, I can't wait to get to Real Housewives of Potomac. Because speaking of camera time, Lord Jesus. Um, finally, Carly calls the wife and lies and say he's sick and he needs you and stuff. But she came immediately, and then he told her, and then she was like, oh, well, I was texting him, but that was somebody I was dealing with back in the day. No, girl, you are currently dealing with him. I don't know if you understand the situation, but that's not somebody you used to date. That's somebody you're talking to right now. I should have been texting him. I was wrong. No, 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 no. If you like somebody playing in your face, I love it. I'm here for you. Okay? But what you not gonna do after the fact is play victim with me. You are willfully accepting this shit in your life. 24. You are willfully allowing this woman to disrespect you on national television. She definitely is conversing with this person and asking them to be with them, even though this person doesn't even have probably half of what you got, cannot offer her half of what you got. Who are these people? Who are Sierra's husband and his brother? Who are they? They can't do what you do. You don't know your worth, and you willing to sit up there because you think you can't get somebody else. If you start loving yourself, I guarantee you the world will love you. 24. Come on now. Come on now. Like, and I'm gonna tell you something, young jock. The next time she bring up divorce, divorce. Like, we're not gonna keep doing the threats. That's ridiculous. To constantly go back and forth about we gonna be together. No, we're not in high school anymore. But yeah, I just felt like what. Yeah, I was talking to him, and Zane sitting there like, nah, it wasn't before, it's today. Yeah, so say something, Zane. Zane getting into it with everybody. He's upset because Mama D stole his thunder, and and he like, well, and 24 like, did you already know about it? Yeah, I was going. Well, nah, you fake. And I feel like 24 was given double standards, but at the same time, I don't know how close these people were to each other. I don't think they as close as they portray themselves to be. But besides the point, you did give Zane a different energy versus Scrappy, who also knew about the situation because you guys just want to punk somebody. And I think Zane really just had enough, especially because Scrappy kept pushing on him. And I was here for Zane. I was like, yes, Zane, stand up on your shit. He was like, don't put your hands on me. And then he giggled. Y'all not gonna keep punking me around. And I get it. It's a giggle of nervousness. I have that shit too. Like, because you know this shit can go left and you know you can have a lump on at the end of all of it, right? But at the same time, I'm like, I don't believe this is no laughing matter. But I feel it at the same time because if I was in that situation, I'd be giggling too, like, because it's nervousness. Like, we all have that anxiety, that adrenaline, and we all respond differently. But I was like, and he was like, I ain't fucking playing, and he pushes or does whatever he do. I was like, boo boo, connect. Okay, connect four. Okay, you see how connect four? That's how long your arm should have been to his goddamn chin. You should have jumped up and clocked that nigga if you had to. Cause I'm just so sick and tired of Scrappy talking about some when they met up again. I think you was acting out of character. You probably was just drunk. No, nigga, I'm tired of you punking on me. That just is what it is. Stop punking on me, thinking trying to sun me. Sit down, son. No. Don't treat me like respect me just like you want to be respected as a man, especially on public television. Who are you, Scrappy? I don't really like no. You think you Candy, Burris, Tucker. You're not. You are known in Atlanta and barely in California, but I can walk down the street right now and say, you know who Little Scrappy is? No. Who was that? Like, stop it. And start putting out your new music. Stop singing it same old, same old. Um, they almost got into it. Then he go and get into it with Mendici, keeping and implying that Yandy cheating on him, and that that Mendici's allowing Yandy to cheat in peace and all this stuff. Just pressing buttons and attacking Carly, talking about she wanted a threesome. That's one of the things I want to talk about too, real quick. And it's just to wrap it up. If a person asks you if you indulge in threesome, is not the same as asking you, would you like to have a threesome? It's giving lack of comprehension skills. And that's why it's like you are so intelligent, but just you're so articulate, but you're so dumb. That's what it's showing. Like, you know words, but you just don't have brains. Like, I'm terrible. I have comprehension skills myself, but I was like, let me watch it again. What happened? But that's not the same, because I'm team Aries, and anybody that's an Aries, I'm like, oof. Oh, did I already? No, I didn't. So, uh, all my, anyways, but yeah, I'm just like, you're not making sense. And I was like, Carly, I hope you ain't about to forget these people. But Carly was like, child, I could care less. They ain't gonna get my energy. You think I forgave it. And that's what it is. I don't think that girl, I don't know her name, but Ashley, I think. I don't think she realized, like, you already burnt that bridge. And fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And I refuse to let you have my joy, my peace and joy. So yeah, moving forward, I can be cordial, hi and bye. And that's what she said. Hi and bye. And when we're in conversation, I might giggle or something at your little jokes, but we're never gonna be best friends. We're never gonna be friends. I'm never gonna call you on the phone and be like, hey girl, what you doing? Never. So when you talk about all of a sudden you and Spice are friends again, you want to act all brand new. No, 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 no. It's the same energy. I don't fuck with you. We're not on that level. I just see you. That's it. I have to work with you if you want to be technical. Okay. Girl, go sit down somewhere. It's not even that serious. You're not even worth my time. But so then he started poking at I don't even know that girl name. Put it in the comments what that girl name is, that light skinned girl. But he was like, that's why you got kicked out your house because you was cheating. You a cheater. Everybody a cheat. Everybody cheat. I forgot to go. What was it? What was it? What was it? Was it them? What was it them? I was like, you know what? 24 is right about that. You got to be mindful of the sources. The people that's providing you with information, you got to be mindful of their backgrounds. This goes towards anything in your life. Politicians, co-workers, judges, television, like anything. You got to be mindful. You have to have discernment. And he even used that. I was like, you know what? I feel you. And he really had to point it out. Like, no, you're a cheater. You're a cheater. Your mama's a cheater. All y'all cheaters. So why would I believe y'all over my own wife? And I was like, you know what? You're right about that. So yes, we have to be mindful of the source. The people that's delivering this information, nah. I was like, you know what? I don't believe a damn thing that's coming out of I mean, I don't believe nothing, but I'm gonna wait until the verdict comes in, right? And the verdict came in and this heifer admitted to it. And I was like, oh, she's stupid. She's stupid. And I knew it. She don't like you. But um yeah, Zane kept calling everybody a cheater. And because everybody was like, nah, you slept with that girl in London. You cheated on your girl. And I was just being nice about it because I didn't want you to be homeless, basically. And so, yeah. Speaking of that, Spice and Zane got into it, and it was like on some weird stuff. It's like, Ashley was upset because they kept throwing up the one. It was an inside joke, and I get it. It did feel like some high school stuff. It very well, it very much well was some high school stuff, right? At the same time, the best thing that you can do as a grown woman is walk away and save your energy. Be like, okay, I'll let y'all have it. Bye. But you're trying to force yourself into a group that don't want you. There's several people that's doing that. But my thing is, my thing is, why would you feed into it? You gave them exactly what they wanted. They start laughing at you in your face and stuff. But they got into it, and then she was like, it seemed like you had a problem with me because I asked you that question. Okay, you obviously know the answer to your question. You know she ain't fooling with you because you tried to call her out and started drama. Okay, moving on with life. That's her problem, not your problem. It should not be, but it's definitely your problem. You're holding the, the bulk of the weight. Um, then what was it? Then you holding the bulk of the weight, and then you get into it. She tell you that she gonna beat you and your man up, and I think we all agree that Spice was really ignoring you most of the time, for most part of the conversation, and you kept pushing and pushing you and Zane, and it was like, and even Scrappy tried to save Zane. I'm like, you don't need to get involved, and he didn't want to, and so she felt double teamed, and then she like, well, I could beat both of you guys up, and it's kind of true because Zane doesn't weigh nothing but a buck 20, and he's like 5 foot tall. So what are we talking about here? You will be protecting Zane as the man you are in the relationship. So it's just like, simmer down, little people. Okay, it's crazy. You don't give that you can fight. So why are you picking? And then you want to turn around. Oh my God, they attacked me. No, girl, you are egging this crap on. Anyways, then I think Zane got into it with Jock a little bit, but he was like, bruh, please. Um, who else? Then he just kept going back to Mendici. And then they both start to, what's her name? Ashley and him started attacking Mendici, and Mendici walked away and said, I love my freedom. I was like, you know what, Mendici? I agree with you 100%. I love my freedom too. Uh, them niggas. Okay? Them niggas. Because it ain't even worth the time and energy that they want. They ain't even worth the bullet. Okay? So so let's just go ahead and move on with our life. Then they come outside following Mendici and stuff. It's like, boy, please. And then I guess they all have a conversation and tell him like, hey, you need to knock it off. And Zane apologizes again. Like he keeps apologizing but doing the same stuff. I just was annoyed with Zane. I'm sorry. I said Mendici, but yeah, Zane kept apologizing and doing the same stuff. And I was just tired of him and his energy. I was tired of it. I wanted him to get on with his life. I really don't want them on the show anymore. If I have to be completely honest, I'm tired of Mendici. I mean, Zane and his girlfriend, because they doing too much. They doing too much. They don't even bring entertainment. It's annoying. Ugh. Anyways, and then you didn't even punch the nigga. Ugh. And it's not like I want to see you fight. I just want to see you stick up for yourself. That's all. Like if you're gonna do all that, stick up for yourself. But you keep doing stuff and then coming back. Like I'm like stand on yours. My like with Carly, I was pissed off she was apologizing, but she was like, you feel like I did something. I don't feel like I did anything to you, but standing up for myself. Um, so so I apologize if you took offense for me standing up for myself. That's pretty much. And I was like, okay, I can understand that. There's nothing wrong with that. But let me see. Was there something else? Mama D and Barbie. I mean Bambi makeup. Um, and that was cool. I also like the fact that Mama D did not try to get into an argument with the new girl. She really wasn't worried about her like that. I feel like Mama D really was not her usual self when it comes to new girls. She was just like minding her own business for real this time. Outside of her son, she was in other people's business, but she wasn't in her son's business with this girlfriend. Um, the whole situation with Erica Banks and that girl, it's really not even that much to be breathing air in. It's really not like to be giving energy to. I'm glad that Spice and I'm glad that Spice and they not about to fit up in there. I'm glad that Spice and Carly are back friends again. I want to see if they're gonna be able to fit in there. Damn tree. Um, I'm glad they friends again. Uh, who else? I'm trying to think. Is there somebody else? Is there? I don't think so. I can't really think. If it is, then I'll come back to it. But Real Housewives of Potomac, child. Real Housewives of Potomac. I really look. I had watched Kendall's review on it, and he said exactly what I've been saying for years. Giselle and Ashley are just miserable. They are unhappy, child, and I am tired. I'm telling you, please get Giselle off the show and get Ashley off the show. Bring back Candace and Monique. I understand. I feel like they can hash it out. They can be cordial at best. But if Candace don't come back, at least bring Monique back. I'd rather have Monique back than Giselle because she's not giving us anything but bitterness, like just drama. Like I get that people love drama, but this is beyond. Like she has become an expert of drama, just stirring it up, and it's sickening. Like it's a difference between creating drama versus naturally like it naturally happening. That's the difference. And it's like, and then you also like, put a little gas on the flame. That's the difference. But for you to be like egging that crap on, nah, bruh. Nah. Um, so I'm trying to think. The first thing that's on Giselle's mind is Karen and her arrest. Okay, and it don't even seem genuine. I don't. It just seems like really like she making fun of the situation. Like she really making fun of the fact that Karen went to jail. Um, she she goes she invites all the girls over. Then they attack Stacy, who just got there. They start talking about her breath stink. And it was like, damn, what kind of friends is y'all? Y'all wouldn't even tell the girl her breath stank. Um, recommend her to a orodontist. What kind of shit is that, Mo? But then they started asking her about the whole thing with JT or TJ. Um, and on her she stood 10 toes down. It's like, I don't know what he's talking about. That didn't happen. I'm over it. I'm not gonna keep talking about it. Can we move on? And they wouldn't. And they attacked her and she left. She said, I'm out of here. I ain't got nothing to prove to y'all hoes. Don't just walk away. Well, y'all ain't got nothing else to talk about. I'm the most interesting thing on this show, basically. Cause y'all keep talking about it. Then a few months later, they come back, and Ashley again hounds her about it. And she's like, I'm not changing my story, Ashley. And I think Ashley confronts her about having the medicinal shop. And she like, or that was a different scene, but Stacy admits to having a medicinal shop, but she did it strategically, like she should. Okay, she didn't let her left hand know what her right hand was doing, and vice versa, right? So she was like, "Nah, I don't know what you're talking about, but it's in the works, though." Okay, that's what it was given, and I ain't gotta tell you anything, and it ain't like, oh, Wendy and Eddie's the only one who can be in this space. It's not like she gonna take business, but they they in trouble right now. And I love me some Wendy Osefo. Okay, I love her, but girl, you didn't took yourself out of the game. So thank God that Stacy went into the business, because now all their customers can go to her now. Whatever the case may be, you call it what you want. It is what it is. Maybe she can put some money on their books, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Let me tell you something else. Since we talking about books, real quick, just side discussion. I'm not really gonna touch on a show like that, but that the Chrisley show. Oh, I couldn't even make it through it. I couldn't even make it through the whole show. I couldn't. I'm so annoyed because all you see is Trump. Oh, thank you so much, Trump. Make America great again. Has just all. I was like, oh Lord, I can't. I can't. And the crazy part is, like I said, I'm Team Aries, but this fool Todd is an Aries, and I'm just like, what? School me? It's crazy that him and that Todd and Candy are best friends or whatnot, friends, associates, whatever. Um, because I can't stand my mama who is a Taurus. Uh, I guess it's a different type of relationship. But yeah, I was like, I can't get through this show. I'm gonna probably go watch it tonight before I go to bed, but that's besides the point. Maybe she can do some of that, get them get they get their sentences vetoed and get their sentences vetoed and get them released or so. But Child, you didn't left the door open for Stacy, so she made the right play, and I commend her on that one. I applaud her for that. But besides that, okay, so then they again attack Stacy at Ashley's little event. I don't know what it's called. Don't care. My whole thing is you holding double standards. How is it that it took you 3 years to get divorced from that man who cheated on you, I guess allegedly with another man, and and you attacking her for getting back with her husband? And then also, I could have sworn you had doubled back a couple of times. You had talked to your family about getting back with Michael because you felt like you were going to be financially ruined if you left him. So it was better for you to stay with him. How is it that it's okay for you? Because I guess you went through with the marriage or whatnot. It doesn't matter at the point. At some point in that divorce, that separation, you were considering staying with your husband for whatever reason it was, and nobody dragged you through the mud. Only your family did. We watched your family tell you you're dumb. We watched your family tell you that you're dumb. Nobody else, boo boo. Okay, so but for you to attack Stacy, well, your relationship with TJ was kind of funny. So what? Who the hell are you? You mad because she didn't bust it wide open? You would sit up there encouraging this lady to bust it wide open while she was still married because that was what you did, and you felt like, oh, she can't be holier than thou. She got to be down in the mud with me, and if she ain't, I'm gonna scrutinize her and tell her she weird and she kind of acting odd. That's kind of weak. That's kind of funny. Why wouldn't you want to suck a couple of like I did? It's just that's weird to me. And then like I'm looking at Giselle. I'm like, girl, didn't you go back with your ex-husband? Huh? Didn't you go back with your ex-husband and he had a baby on you allegedly, whatever it was at the time? You set up something, you paid him, or you had an agreement with him to come onto the show to give you a quote unquote storyline. It's just giving double, double, double Dutch. And it's annoying me because you're attacking this lady, and because she's so beautiful, naturally beautiful at that. She looks like a whole Barbie doll. You're gonna attack her about her breath. You can't talk about nothing else, so you got to go with her breath. Okay, we can fix that. Go to the orthodontist, Stacy. Go fix it. What they gonna talk about then? Your toes? Okay, bitch. Nobody really gonna be looking at my toes like that. We don't give a fuck. Go ask oh girl, what's that girl name off of Real Housewives of Atlanta? Uh, I be seeing her name all the time. I can't think of her name. Start with a C. I forgot her name right now. I'm not good with names. But go Jordan. Okay, go ask Jordan. Oh girl, I can't think of her first name. Cynthia Jordan, something. Go ask her about where she got her feet done at. Okay, because she said her feet was atrocious. Okay, go ask her where she got her feet done at, and then go get your feet done because they just want to keep dragging your precious name through the mud because they so insecure about themselves. Woo! I'm gonna jump ahead. Oh Lord, hold me back, because I'm about to start swinging. I just like the audacity of you hoes, the French one, of you hoes, to be talking about what this lady is doing in the privacy of her home, in her space, in her life. You're so consumed with her that you don't know what's going on with you, girl. And then you brought this stripper out. Nobody wanted to see that. If you were going to have a female, you could at least have a male. This whole thing of trying to push on homosexuality is killing me. I don't like it in the movies. As far as I get tired of seeing vaginas in movies. I like the French word, right? I like that. I don't like the punana. Okay. So I feel so validated now and heard that they are now exposing or displaying, that's the correct word, displaying male genitals. I love it, okay? Because I'm getting tired of the vagina and the bubana, okay? I don't want to see now one of them. I see mines every day. And she's gut. She's gut. I don't want to be with nobody else's. I want to be with mines and a man. So hopefully you get that through your head, that everybody does not have to be as fluid as you are, and nobody's shaming you, but it's like you're forcing it. And it's like, did you warn anybody about it? Like, did you tell people like, hey, we're gonna have some nudity going on of the same sex? Of course, the man was over there videoing it. He was like, shh. Okay, I saw no woman on camera. I could be wrong. I saw no woman on camera videoing her busting it wide open. I saw it. None of that. So I'm offended for the ladies. Everybody was like, please hurry up. Oh my God. But if it was a wang wang swinging, okay, call Toya Harris. Call her. She'll help you find some models, and they can swing it. Call Candy. Y'all in Atlanta, right? I don't know. Y'all in Virginia or something. But yeah, it's just ridiculous, and that's what we like. The ridiculous, okay? Like I'm sick of it, Ashley, and you're miserable. Let me move on before I get mad again. Okay. Um. Then so she attacks Ashley attacks Stacy at her event and tells her, I don't believe that you married. I don't believe you about the whole TJ thing. Like, who are you? I was so glad that Stacy had her friend there. AJ, I believe his name is. I'm so glad AJ was there. He was like, what do you need from her? For her. So if she showed you the document, that you'll get off her jock. Is that what we're saying here? Oh, yeah. Okay. Fast forward. Stacy shows her the paperwork and says, here, they're still not happy. They're still not happy. They're not satisfied. That's not real. It's not um sorry. It's not stamped by the courts. It's not court file, basically. And oh no, I need to see the act. Like, who are you? Am I paying you? Like, why are you so up? I don't even care if Stacy canceled her divorce. What does that matter? She didn't sleep with that man. She don't owe y'all nothing. Like, y'all are garbage compared to Stacy. Did I call her Tracy? Compared to Stacy, y'all are garbage. You're a the French word, okay? Her. Because we saw what you did. We saw what you and Giselle did, and y'all acting like y'all holier than thou because y'all light skinned and pretty. Okay? You built like a boy. Okay? Then until you look to the back of the booty and it's like, goddamn. I didn't know you had all that back there. But in the front, it's like, what is back there? Is it flat? You have no hips. But I don't want to shame. I don't want to body shame. I'm sorry. I take it back. I'm not in a position to be talking about nobody. I apologize, Ashley. But you need to sit down and be quiet. Like, y'all need to stop being the bone carrier for once, a season or two, because it's stressful. I'm so glad AJ said something. And then you bumped into him. That's the other thing. I was like, AJ, you gonna let her bump into you like that? I would have snatched that wig off her. Oh, God. Yeah, she showed you the paperwork. You're still not happy. This thing with well, let me finish with Stacy. Then you give her this jacked up room. You don't treat her equally, Giselle. If you don't know her, you don't like her, you don't think she's deserving of embroidered robe and pouch and all this stuff and a letter and all this stuff. Why invite her? You're trying to intentionally, isolate her, pick on her, attack her indirectly, passive aggressively, and you're not winning any points. The fact that she is about to be vindicated, you look like the idiot. It makes you look bad. Whatever, Giselle, like really, you really could have saved the energy. To touch on that too, I watched the after show, um and the sisters, I forgot their name, Smith sisters, I think. She was like, that was a good read. No, it was no read. What read is there to be had? Stacy did nothing to that lady to be read. Stacy did nothing. And then they talk about, oh, we believe that you paid him or had some type of agreement to come on the show and all this stuff. For what? Stacy is so attractive. I'm pretty sure she could have got any man willingly to get on the show. But what does TJ get out of it? Like, if we want to be realistic, TJ would benefit because he gets camera time, gets promotes himself, to be called. But if you want to say he's an actor acting as if he is supposed to like that, he's not a good actor. He was not giving, you guys saw through it clearly. So he does not deserve a job as an actor. He couldn't even portray a love interest on a fucking reality show. Oh, I got slipped. Okay. Forgive me, God. He couldn't do it. So what are we talking about here, sir? Ma'ams, I'm sorry. What are we talking about here? Why would she need to pay him? He didn't do a good job. He did what he did because he wanted to. He pretended to like Stacy. She was genuine and he wasn't. And he thought he was gonna get movie calls and all this stuff. He's very attractive, but he couldn't play a love interest. He can play the dork friend, or I don't know. Like, he's not giving me actor vibes here. He's giving me what did Mama Joyce call Todd? Uh I forgot that word. She said he was a opportunist. That's what it is. But moving on. I'm trying to think. And then Kay start attacking her. They start talking about her breath. Um, she's the only one that's still like being positive and moving, trying to move forward with people. She's not backing down. Um, she's not attacking anybody and calling things like talking about people in an unnecessary way. She does meet up with a old girl. Excuse me. I do find that convenient though, and I peeped that because nobody's really fooling with her besides Wendy. And so she calls Jazzy to lunch or dinner or something, and they talk, and she's like, oh, I haven't talked to you in a long time, and I'm sorry I haven't been a good friend. And I agree, right? And I feel that way sometimes too. But she was like, but I just feel like the girls are attacking me. And basically, I found out this situation with Giselle. She's dating somebody or whatnot. And it was like, so you want to talk about my business, but you need to be worried about your business. Fast forward, Giselle invites everybody to, I don't know where, but they go and I believe somebody got into it. TK got into, let me go back some. So Kay started calling out Stacy, saying she believes that it was fake and all that stuff with no evidence or anything. Just trying to be a part of the team, the clique, the Giselle clique, the bubble gut clique. And and then they caught them up. They had them slipping up. Kay started talking major trash about her own friend, talking about something. Why are you trying to defend Wendy? You supposed to be my friend. I'm gonna have to check your ass, basically. Chin check, whatever. I have to chin check her. What? Excuse me? What? This is a grown woman here. And she backpedaled because she knew things could go left in front of her friend and the girls. Oh, I didn't say that. Apparently, I said it. Tizelle said I said it or whatever. And it's like, no, girl, you said it. And then, and then, then I guess she denied it after everybody left. It was like a back and forth. So it shows that you are a flip flopper. Uh, you don't stand on your words. You said what you said. You could have been like, girl, I felt like I needed to check you because you're supposed to be my friend. But whatever. And then her friend, Angel, right? Angel was like, oh, if she said it, it's going to be a problem, basically. But then when it was confronted, it wasn't no problem. And what it's given to me as a viewer is that I'm already on a show. I'm trying to help you get on a show. And so we're going to have some type of conflict, but it ain't going to be that serious to where it's going. You need me to stay on the show because if you're not friends with me, then you can't really stay on the show or whatever. That's what it's given. That's what it's given. Like Angel is like, I need her to stay on the show because they know me through her. So it'll be awkward for them to invite me to trips or anything if I'm not cool with her. So she's trying to play her cards right. And I also agree with Angel with the fact that you may respond to something in the moment, but after a while, you calm down, your whole demeanor changes, and you may talk to somebody, you may say things out loud to make you change your viewpoint about the situation. But for the most part, um, we know her true feelings about it, right? It's just playing your part right. So they tried to break them up. That's basically what I saw. I don't know about you guys. I saw that these ladies tried to break up their friendship. Um, I feel like Wendy is being a really good friend to Stacy. If not a friend, associate. I do feel like that one when they met up and they talked about the whole cannabis business thing, that Wendy was being a little fake when she was like, "Oh, um girl, cuz that whole TJ thing was weird, like talking behind her back or whatever." That's the only thing I didn't like. But other than that, she has been very supportive. She called Giselle out about not having the same hospitality as everyone else. I was applauding her about that. I felt like she was very supportive. She has been very supportive of Stacy. Um, my whole thing with Angel as well is that she is definitely treating Wendy very differently than she is treating Giselle because I think they know that it's a pecking order and that you cannot mess with the hierarchy, right? Because uh the Grand Dame, I can't think of her name. Um because she's not here, I think Giselle thinks she's gonna take her place and it's not given. I wouldn't see her taking her place because with everything that what's the name had, I can't think of her name right now. I'm sorry. With everything she had going on, she was still more interesting than Giselle. Giselle is not interesting. Where I forget because I'm gonna forget again. What was annoying to me was Giselle was that Kay and Wendy wanted to have a conversation. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have touched on that whole situation, and we all are in agreement that Kay was tripping, but Giselle couldn't allow them 10 minutes to have a conversation before getting back on camera. Like she was like, I will be back. Okay, but don't be back too soon. She's always in the camera. I think who else was having a conversation and she came back into the camera. Like I was like, girl, this ain't got nothing to do with you. And then you keep hearing her mouth. It's like it ain't got nothing to do with you. Why are you talking? Why are you putting your inputs in it? Why are you here in the conversation? I'm gonna need you to go sit down somewhere else and mind your business. Like she has to be on camera. I think when they had, what was that? They had that brunch at K House. No, when they went to the event after K's house, and Jazzy and her friend came. They pushed Giselle to the side. If y'all go watch that episode again, that lady was pushing Giselle to the side, like, because Giselle did not want to move. She loved that center space. Like, girl, move over. It's not all about you. You're really not that interesting, Giselle. You're really boring. You don't dress very well. And everybody sees it. It's like, and then for you to be talking about somebody's breath, like can't that's her name. Karen was saying that your behind stank. Like you don't even wash your behind. Like it's easy to talk about somebody's hygiene, but girl, be careful because it could definitely turn on you quickly. Um, Miss Bubblegut, like you was over there with excessive diarrhea on a trip. Like, girl, hush. Um, Let me see. That was one thing that annoyed me. I was like, girl, if I see your ass pop on the camera again while somebody else is having a conversation, I don't remember. I don't remember. I think it was Angel and Kay or something. And oh, I'm gonna sit right here. No, because you did say that. You said it or something. It was like, ugh. It was at Kay's house, I think, or Angel's house when they was doing a sun bath or a sound bath, and they was having some conversation, and Giselle would not go away. um. So the trip thing, they go on the boat. I said, you got to get on the boat to get to your hotel. Oh, girl, because I need to be able to leave immediately. I don't need to wait 30 minutes for a boat to come or an hour for a boat to come. I need to go when I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Car. Um. Uh. So they brought up. So I think I said Stacy brought up the fact that Giselle's dating somebody, and she calls her out at a dinner. And they turn it back on Stacey and was like, "But wasn't you trying to get with Chris Samuels?" And Stacey didn't even have a chance to, respond before the show ended. But on Watch What Happens Live, she was like, "No." Like just because you know a person doesn't mean you were trying to get with them. That's odd for someone to compare the two. And I was like, so what if she was trying to get with Chris? So what? He's single. She's single. She's not friends with Monique. Now, I am excited to see Monique back on the show because she's more interesting, even though she ain't got really nothing going on in her life either. But then Giselle and freaking, what's that girl name? Ashley put together. Like, ugh. And it feel like Ashley is forcing the whole homosexual acts and display and stuff like that, activities and stuff, just to appease certain executive producers. It doesn't seem genuine. It really doesn't. It does. It's not giving something she did before cameras. Even when she was divorced, like, I mean, before her divorce, she wasn't engaged in those activities like that, especially on camera. But I guess I'm tired of them. I am so tired of Ashley and Giselle. I'm trying to make sure that's all. Um, I'm thinking. Oh, this dude. Ashley dating Josh. Josh look a hot mess. Josh looked like a hot mess. Talking about some, can you stop putting chemical in your hair? No, can you just cut it? Like it looks terrible. And what the sad part for me is though, Ashley trying to shame Stacy for going back to her husband, but Ashley is out here dating everybody and still sleeping with a young man, sleeping with a young boy. It's like, how dare you shame somebody for trying to be, I guess, conservative or true to themselves, have standards or something. Like, what what's wrong with that? And nobody's shaming you for being fluid and spreading it all around the place. But I tell you, it's hard to find good D. It's really hard to find it. But it's also easy to find disease. Okay, so y'all do you. Y'all do you. Stop shaming people. The whole Chris thing, nobody cares. Um, I guess Jazzy and Kay get into an argument about nothing. Oh, do you like her? Do you really mess with, like, nobody cares whether you guys like each other or not. I'm gonna be real with you. I know I don't. I just want to see how you guys get along. Can you guys have a good time? Like, really have a good time. I would like to see you guys get drunk and have fun. Show people how to have fun. Not just always arguing and bringing up drama. Oh, I heard this about you. I heard. Really? Um, um, the whole. I think I touched on it already, but the whole thing with what's her name, Wendy and Kay is ridiculous. But the whole thing with Ash. Okay, I touched on it too. Yeah. I didn't want to say it, but I feel like it's a bit colorist. It's giving colorist. Not just pecking order, but also colorism. You know, oh, I'm glad I didn't go. The same person who talking about your looks, which was messed up, right? You didn't have that same energy with Giselle. You should have cussed her the hell out. But the fact that you didn't cuss her out tells us that you definitely touched on them pictures. There was definitely some altercation because she kept repeating it over and over, like, those are real pictures of me. I didn't. They're unfiltered or some shit like that. I'm like, okay, why she keep repeating it? I heard you the first time, but now that you're saying it, you making my ears open. And so now I'm looking at you like, oh, so you might be yeah, touching up your pictures. And you can see the shadow on her chin and stuff. Her nose don't look the same. But my thing is though, Giselle, why would she say that now? But why would you do that though? Why would you sit up there and call that lady out? She just had a baby. Like, you should know as a mother that you look very different after having a baby. So why would you talk about a woman who just had a baby? She's still in the process of breastfeeding said child. And you're talking about this child. I mean, this woman, when you're pregnant, when you're at a certain size, your nose spread and all this stuff. Girl, Angel, lose that. Don't sit up there and go under the knife. Work. Oh, I just thought about something else. Work for your body, so that Giselle can gag on them titties, on that ass that you built, that you worked for. Cause I don't think she hit the gym now one time. Giselle, I remember a season when Giselle was not looking her best. So she needs to sit down talking about anybody. I think she went to go get her boobies done. I think so. And then she had the nerve to talk about somebody. Yeah, she talked about Angel's titties. I was like, girl, who are you? That your titties don't even look that nice. What you talking about? Why are you talking about somebody's breast? Your shit don't even look that nice. It look weird. Um, yeah. So I was like, girl, I wouldn't even explain myself to these hoes. They want to believe that I touched my face to filter it. Okay, but like they said, everybody's doing something. The only person that's really not touching on themselves like that, like filters and stuff like that, is Stacy. She's the only one that looks better than anybody. I don't see nobody up there. It goes Stacy, Wendy, and Wendy touched on her face and her body. Um, um, I'll say Giselle, Ashley. Who else is on the show? Kay, Jazzy, Angel, like somewhat in that order. That's how they like no. Anybody that tell me that Giselle look better than Stacy is delusional and has a problem. And I'm not again, I have no problem with homosexuality. If that's what you like, I love it. But I don't have to engage with it. And I know who I am. I am secure in the woman I am. And I know vagina does not do my body good. Okay. But I can confidently say that I believe that woman looks way better than anybody else on that show, Stacy. And she's naturally herself and funny. Now, I do believe Stacy can loosen up a little bit. Like she is really uptight. She's so stiff. She turns her body. She don't even turn her neck. She turns her whole torso when she turns. It's crazy. Like really loosen up. But she doesn't feel comfortable around these women. I can tell you that. She don't feel comfortable around these women to be herself. And I really wanted Stacy to cuss Kay out on that bus because she was like, I'm getting tired of this whole that I'm sitting next to you right now. But then Ashley gonna sit up there and try to say, y'all, you going a little bit too far. No, Ashley, you trying to make up for the fact that your friend bust her upside her head. That's what you're trying to do. But no, Stacy said what she said because you shouldn't be coming from nobody and then expect for them to still be cordial or tippy toe around your feelings. No, hell, I said what I said. That's why you got bust upside your head, but that's not what she said. She said you sure do know about chin checking because really nobody that Lady Tia and Stacy really don't know what chin checking mean. I don't think that Stacy meant it that way in that provocative way of her getting bust upside her head. She was just like, you would know about chin checking because clearly that's what you be doing. Like you be chin checking your own friends or something like that, you know. But you're not gonna chin check me. Okay, you may think you are, but I guess, girl. And I'm still gonna sit here. You're not pushing me away. You're not punking me around. I'm not scared of you. I'm still gonna enjoy my life around you. But that's my view on the Real Housewives of Potomac, Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta, and the Braxtons. Please put in your comments what you enjoyed about the shows, your commentary, your viewpoint on it. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.